Hello everyone, my name is Shi Huiyu. Welcome to our group presentation. Today we will evaluate the theoretical method of leadership, study the relationship between international leadership and management, and discuss the role of leaders and management in the organization. We choose ExxonMobil, an international oil and gas company. First of all, let me introduce the process of this presentation. Background of ExxonMobil and its CEO will still be explained by me. Next part, Siyuan Liu will introduce. Shi Jingchen will be responsible for theoretical underpinning of CEO. Ye Shenling will explain after her. Last but not least, Yijue Liu will summarize the content of this presentation. Let you wait for a long time. Now, I will show the background of ExxonMobil Corporation that I have analyzed. ExxonMobil is the largest non-governmental oil and gas producer in the world. It was founded in Texas in 1882 in United States and has passed 136 years. It is engaged in oil and gas exploration business on 6 continents and has a leading position in many aspects of energy and petrochemical industry. In Fortune magazine's annual list of the largest listed companies in the U.S., the soaring energy price has pushed ExxonMobil to the top of the Fortune 500 in 2006. This is the highlight of the company. In 2020, it will continue to be the 11th of the Fortune 500 with strong strength. The company has a long story. It can be traced back to 1882. After its establishment, it underwent name change and merger, and finally changed its name to Mobil Oil Company in the 1960s. As of 1999, its main product was lubricating oil. Exxon Chemical became a global organization in 1965. Before 1999, it mainly produced and sold chemical materials such as polyethylene. In 1999, they merged into ExxonMobil Corporation. This merger will enhance the ability to become an effective global competitor in the turbulent world economy and increasing competitive industries, and then become the world's largest oil company. Because our presentation will focus on analyze the CEO of ExxonMobil from 2006 to 2016, Rex Tillerson will took the post during his period. He was born in 1952. He joined ExxonMobil in 1975 as a production engineer, which was the beginning of his relationship with the company. In 1999, a party executive vice president of ExxonMobil development, and then as a president of ExxonMobil in 2004, he took the responsibility of managing the company in 2004. Under his leadership, the company has made a breakthrough. These are the analyzed results I want to show. Next, welcome my team members, Siyuan Liu, to explain his content. Thank you.
Thanks to Shihui for the introduction to ExxonMobil and its CEO. My name is Siyuan, and I'll then analyze the ethical dilemma ExxonMobil encountered. First of all, I want to say briefly that is ethical dilemma. Ethical dilemma is a situation where an organization has to choose between 2 and more options, each with a different ethical perspective, and none of these options has the absolute advantage of being chosen. And then for ExxonMobil, it has faced the ethical dilemma was stance on climate change. In the early 1970s, the company suspected the burning fossil fuels would have an impact on climate change, and in 1981, the company's societies confirmed this finding with the realization that climate change would be a serious impediment to the oil industry in the future. The company's CEO had to choose whether to develop the oil industry as originally planned. Mm, and the ethical dilemma of the ExxonMobil belongs to profit versus environment. Therefore, ExxonMobil is faced with two very different choices regarding the ethical dilemma it faces. One option representing the interests of company and the other representing the interests of society as a whole. These two choices, firstly, be responsible for the public and the society because of the potential impact of its business on climate change. The company need to make adjustments to its business development in order to meet environmental responsibilities. ExxonMobil's CEO would need to institute new plans, such as temporarily halting the company's oil business to develop equipment to reduce or avoid pollution from climate change caused by its oil business. Or the company's CEO could choose to transform the business. Such an approach would increase the company's capital costs, time costs, and unnecessary recruitment of talent, which would be a heavy blow to the company growth and profits. And the other one be responsible for the profits of investors and the company. So for the benefit of the company's beneficial, the company CEO chose to hide the truth about the oil industry's climate impact and ignore it as he continued to develop the industry. Ultimately, ExxonMobil chose to protect the company's interest by destroying the climate and harming the public as a whole. These special measures were firstly, after 1981, concealed from investors and the public that the company's business posed a danger and business risk to climate change. And then, prior to 2008, the company spent more than $30 million to dis disseminate this parrot funding in climate science, thereby confusing the public judgment. Finally, the company funded members of Congress who denied climate change, such as Jim Inhofe. In conclusion, ExxonMobil's CEO chose corporate profit responsibility over environmental responsibility as the core ethical dilemma, and ultimately abandon his social responsibility to protect the environment and is unethical. It is also serious ethical failure in matters that interfere with the public's judgment, and it raises serious questions about integrity of the company. This is my analysis of the ethical dilemma faced by ExxonMobil. Next, my partner Shi will continue the next part.
Okay, so I'm Shi Qingchen. Next, I will analyze Tencent's leadership styles through the managerial growth. Tencent is a great team players with ability to make decisive decisions, but often these tend to be established. However, Tencent understands the importance of teamwork and the need to motivate others for them and reward them accordingly. He therefore often involved his teams in planning together, exploring the future growth of the market, and communicating as a strategy to potential investors, allowing the team to form relationships of interdependence, leading to the trust and response as and since our bloggers, he also has excellent thinking and planning skills, excellence at developing effective plans, setting goals, and achieve them in the best possible ways. And demonstrating intelligence former styles focuses on long-term growth and effective decision making is a skill that any leaders should have, and intelligence is no exemption. He starts it to make wise decisions and act effectively without being afraid to take any risks. And intelligence is that decisive decisions made was uh, demonstrated in the case of the climate issues, where a proposal to add the climate change expert to the company board of directors was brought by intelligence on the ground that adding a climate expert would not be profitable for the companies or its shareholders and would influence the company's executive to make informed decisions, according to the New York Times. He said, "What good is it to see the planet if humanity suffers?" At the same time, he has always maintained his optimistic attitude. For example, at the AGM's invited, and Henderson was asked what would happen if we were to cancel climate change and add it up with atmospheric and greenhouse gas concentrations of 600 parts per million ppm, but that what we have been describing as risk management. But that what we has been describing as the risk management issues, he had a positive outlook, which was instrumental in his ability to respond in a great way to any challenges he faced, and which contribute to the growth and the success of the ExxonMobil and with rules from 60 to over 18 during his 10 years. According to the model, intelligence lends more towards a low directions, high sport leadership style, and a high competence, high willingness levels are minorities from his sporting natures and confidence in intelligence. He regularly speak to shareholders and view customers on the sustainabilities of the market, acknowledges the global warming, suggesting alternatives, directors, carbon taxes, investing in farms that provide energy from sunlight and promoting natural gas. At one time, ExxonMobil and the ExxonMobil Foundations provide funds to improve basic education, and in 2010, ExxonMobil's its divisions and the affiliates and the ExxonMobil Foundations, together with its employees and retirees, contribute 237 million worldwide, including 110 million for education, awarded the 2011 Global Leadership Award by the United Nations Foundations. Is all part of his leadership styles that have led his subordinates and the industry to express their aspirations and trust in his and to consistently forward and in the race his directions. So that's my analysis. Thank for the listening. And now I invite my partner to introduce the next part.
Thank you for explaining it for us. The next one is Rex Tillerson's leadership styles are helpful to address the ethical dilemma of ExxonMobil. Since ExxonMobil's board decided to be responsible for the interests of its shareholders, investors, and the company, the leadership styles that are embodied in Tillerson's have shown positive and effective results. Firstly, Tillerson's leadership style is directive. Directive leadership is task-oriented. Tillerson made decisions for the business to fulfill his task of improving the profitability of ExxonMobil. For example, in 2008, Tillerson decided to cut the low-profit margin retail gasoline business to improve ExxonMobil profits. After a few weeks, ExxonMobil announced that the company has broken its income record. Furthermore, directive leadership asked the CEO to set clear objectives. Tillerson set the objective of cooperating with Russia to develop oil extraction in the Arctic to raise the performance of ExxonMobil, and he succeeded in 2011 to sign an agreement with Russia, though project was stopped because of the change in the United States foreign policies to Russia. Tillerson's leadership was efficient in this project as well as throughout his career as the CEO of ExxonMobil. And welcome to the next part. And the second is Tillerson's leadership style is transformational. He focused on the future when he made decisions based on his years of experience as a manager at ExxonMobil before being the CEO. And Tillerson realized and was prepared to deal with the difficult condition of diminished easy to reach oil extraction in the 21st century. He also insists that the oil industry still play a significant role in global economic development in the future. Therefore, he made decisions based on his prediction of the future to make huge profits for the company. Also, transformational leadership focus on change. Tillerson was good at dealing with changes and challenges. He set the appropriate and independent foreign policies to the company in different countries to be firmly devoted to the interests of shareholders and investors. For example, ExxonMobil paid Chad government more than $500 million to sign the oil production agreement with the Chad president, exceeding the influence of the U.S. government in the mid-2000s under the leadership of Tillerson. And in a word, Tillerson utilized the directive and transformational leadership styles as the CEO of ExxonMobil to address the ethical dilemma of being responsible for the interests of shareholders. Now, I would like to welcome my partner Yujue Liu to introduce the following content.
Here comes to the conclusion. Regarding the contents, our work presentation has covered the background of the chosen company and its CEO, the ethical dilemma, as well as the leadership styles of the CEO and the theoretical underpinning about it. Regarding the key findings, we have conducted research about the background of ExxonMobil and the CEO, Rex Tillerson. We have also delivered an analysis about the ethical dilemma of which ExxonMobil is currently and majorly facing, which has something to do with climate change. To elaborate it, ExxonMobil as an gas and oil company in this industry, the pollution it generated could be causing consequences such as climate change. So either to fix that, though it will cost them a lot of effort, money, or corporate facilities, in the end, it will damage the corporate interest. At the same time, ExxonMobil has to be responsible for its investors and employees. So either to conceal that in order to operate properly, or to acknowledging the impact of the pollution. So to damage the corporate interest. That's the ethical dilemma we have discovered and analyzed. Third, we have conducted research of the leadership style and analyzed the CEO Rex Tillerson leadership style to be task-oriented and transformational, with the theories applied such as the manager grade and the situational leadership. About the recommendations, we suggest that ExxonMobil can keep balancing the corporate interest and social responsibility, as well as sticking to honesty and loyalty. Here are the other references that our team referred to in the process of analyzing and research. Please have a look. The above is the whole content of our group presentation. Thank you for your listening. If there's any question, please feel free to ask our group members. This will be the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you.